Hello and welcome to English with Mrs. Smith, designed to help you get top marks for English. In this series, we're looking at text types for directed writing and in particular, how to write a newspaper report. So how do you begin to write a newspaper report to explain or describe? To start, you need to select the key details. Your goal is to build excitement, create intrigue and structure for maximum impact. Your focus needs to be on generating excitement. Remember, directed writing tasks usually require you to write as somebody else, so you're going to role play. As a reporter, your goal is to take the selected details and create an account to generate interest, excitement and grip the reader's attention. Select those details from the resource text, arrange them in a sequence appropriate to a newspaper report, and always try and leave your readers wanting more. In order to create an effective newspaper report, you're going to want to combine several features. In this video, we're going to look closely at the structure and sequence, as well as several other components that you may include in order to create a very dynamic newspaper report. Let's begin with structure. Newspaper reports begin with the essential points, then present supporting details in descending order of interest or importance. This is known as the inverted pyramid, and the reason is that most readers will notice the headline. Some will read the leading paragraph, but very few will read through the entire article. A reporter knows that they have to grab the attention of their reader from the beginning. How? The headline. Shout out key words to hook the reader. You want to intrigue, shock, or amuse them. You could include a play on words, such as annual flower show, a blooming success. You could use alliteration. For example, tornado terrorizes Tenerife tourists. And many headlines feature drama, such as time running out for trapped miners. You can use any one or a combination of these techniques. You hook them with your headline, but now how do you hold on to your reader? The leading paragraph. Open with the situation now, the most current information. And in the leading paragraph, feature the 5 W's: the who, the what, the where, when, and why. For example, TV celebrity Jay Jones was lifted to safety by emergency services this morning in a thrilling rescue at sea after his yacht capsized miles from shore. Let's consider a few tips for sustaining interest through the body of your newspaper reports. Reveal a few additional details linked to points in the leading paragraph to pique interest, something dramatic, intriguing, or moving if possible. Broaden the story with a little context, especially if it's extraordinary in any way. Pathos or melodrama will grip the reader. If any details are relevant but unremarkable, either skip them entirely or just mention them very briefly. To add intrigue or controversy, why not include a direct quotation from somebody linked to the story, just a brief remark that has most impact. Alternatively, you could paraphrase comments to highlight what is most significant. You could also reference the opinion of experts. Again, find a pertinent quotation or a summative paraphrasing of ideas or findings. One aspect to double check in your newspaper report is the use of tense. Chronology in a newspaper report can be a little tricky. We know the leading paragraph needs to focus on the present or the immediate past, the current situation. This is followed by context, a reference to recent past events, and then additional details are provided to describe the present circumstances again. Subsequent paragraphs may track further back through time to expose relevant history, perhaps with remarks from those involved at that time, and then return to the present. So there's this shifting in tenses between the present, recent past, distant past, back to the present. The focus may shift backwards and forwards, but the final lines should speculate on the future, possibly a question, a statement, or a thought-provoking remark. And finally, a few components that you can incorporate in the body of your newspaper report in order to sustain the excitement and drama. First of all, emotive vocabulary is sure to grip your reader, especially if you combine it with a little pathos. For example, anxious parents grow increasingly desperate as rescue attempts fail. You can also use a little exaggeration, hyperbole combined with intensifiers. This will increase the drama and suspense. For example, scientists have warned that the absolute annihilation of the entire human race is imminent. Remember, as a reporter, your prime goal is not necessarily to present both sides of a story, but rather to create intrigue and excitement for your readers. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please leave a comment in one of the boxes down below. If you have suggestions for future videos, let me know. Look forward to seeing you next time on English with Mrs. Smith.